What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Miguel here. Today we're checking out a watch from a brand that many of you already know I've featured before here on the channel, and honestly this might be their strongest release yet. This is a tool watch called Lumcore GMT, and right out of the gate this thing makes a very strong first impression. It's rugged, highly legible, and apologetically tool focused, and it delivers something I've been wanting to see from this company for a while now, a true mechanical GMT. And after spending some time with it, I've got to say this feels like a major step forward for the company. For those unfamiliar, Tool Watch Co. is one of those brands that doesn't chase hype. They're not trying to create artificial scarcity, flashy marketing campaigns, or dress their watches up with exaggerated storytelling. Everything they do feels intentional. Their watches are built around utility first, functionality first, legibility first, and honesty in a watch industry filled with overhyped glamour pieces and endless marketing fluff. I really respect that approach. They know exactly what they are. They make real tool watches for people who actually appreciate practical design. And this Lumcore GMT is a perfect example of that philosophy. The first thing that immediately jumped out at me is how clean and purposeful this watch looks. It gives me strong Rolex Explorer 2 Polar vibes, but at a fraction of the cost. And no, this doesn't feel like a cheap imitation. It feels like Tool Watch Co. took inspiration from that same highly legible fixed bezel GMT formula and translated it into their own design language. The symmetry here is fantastic. The proportions feel balanced. The fixed 24-hour bezel looks incredibly sharp and fits perfectly with the overall instrument-like aesthetic. This is one of those watches where every detail feels considered. So let's break everything down. You're getting a 40mm stainless steel case. It's 48mm lug to lug, 12.4mm thick, 20mm in between the lugs, 100 meters of water resistance, a 7mm screw down crown, double dome German made acrylic crystal, a fixed 24-hour bezel, brushed steel construction, and an FKM rubber strap with a machine sign buckle. And on my 6 7/8 inch wrist, this wears extremely well. Honestly, the dimensions are spot on. It has enough wrist presence to feel substantial, but it never feels oversized. The watch only weighs 100 grams with the supplied rubber strap. The proportions are very wearable. The short lug to lug really helps keep everything compact. One detail I really appreciated is the 7mm screw down crown. It's buttery smooth, no grittiness, no awkward resistance. The threading on it is excellent. You can tell real attention was paid here. That's the kind of thing that a lot of smaller brands still struggle with, so it's great to see. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Inside is the Miyota 9075 automatic true GMT movement, and this is a huge deal. This isn't your typical collar GMT. This is a true flyer style GMT, meaning the local hour hand jumps independently in 1 hour increments. That makes this an actual traveler's GMT. So if you're changing time zones, you can quickly adjust local time without stopping the movement or disrupting your home time. That's functionality you usually see at a significantly higher price point. Now this caliber beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, has an approximate power reserve of 42 hours, it has 24 joules, you can hack it and you can wind it. So the Miyota 9075 has quickly become one of the most exciting GMT calibers available to microbrands. It's reliable, it's practical, and it fits perfectly here. I also appreciate that Tool Watch Co. is finally embracing mechanical movements. That's something a lot of enthusiasts wanted to see, including myself, and it shows the brand is evolving. They've even done a collaboration with Jory Goodman from the Time Teller channel, which tells you they've clearly tapped into what enthusiasts want. This dial is absolutely the star of the show. It's a fully loomed BGW9 enamel dial and it looks incredible. During the day, it has this clean high gloss finish, but once the lights go down, this thing transforms. The loom is seriously impressive. And what I love most is the execution of these skeletonized hands. This is where so many fully loomed watches get it wrong. Sometimes the hands disappear against the loom. Not here. The skeletonized matte black hands remain perfectly legible. You can always tell the time. That's a smart design. The elongated GMT hand is another detail I really appreciate. It reaches exactly where it needs to. It lands precisely on the markers, making GMT reading quick and intuitive. It sounds small, but details like this really matter. Even the fully loomed date wheel is incredibly thoughtful. No ugly black date window ruining the symmetry. Everything flows seamlessly. The included FKM rubber strap is excellent. Very comfortable, very supple. It feels substantial without being bulky. You also get quick release spring bars, which is always a huge plus. and the sign machine buckle feels very well executed. Really solid construction, brownie points here. The texture on the strap works nicely with the tool watch aesthetic as well. Now let's talk about my biggest complaint, the acrylic crystal, and this one is personal. I know why they chose it. It fits the neo-vintage character, it reduces reflections, it's impact resistant, it's lightweight. I get it, but I've got a bit of OCD when it comes to crystal scratches, and because this is a review sample, there are visible scratches all over it. It's driving me absolutely insane. I know acrylic can be polished, I know many enthusiasts love it, but personally, I'm still waiting for the sapphire crystal version. That will make this watch significantly more compelling for me. Now the pricing here is very aggressive. The launch price starts at $445, then it moves up to $495, and the full retail lands at $595. Honestly, that's excellent value. At $445 pre-order pricing, this punches way above its class. Even at full retail, the specs are still extremely competitive. Overall, I think Tool Watch Co. absolutely nailed it with this one. The design is cohesive, the proportions are excellent, the loom execution is brilliant, the GMT functionality is genuinely useful, and the mechanical upgrade feels like the natural next step for this brand. This is a company that sticks to its design language, they know their identity, they're not chasing trends, they're building real tool watches, and I respect that. Now if they release this watch with a sapphire crystal, things will look a lot better in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. Would you take this over other affordable GMTs on the market? As always, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting incredibly close to 100,000 subscribers, and there's a lot more content coming. Thank you all for watching. Be safe out there, and stay humble.